It's Weeky.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Rams set to go to work on offense. And they're led by a man who topped the 50,000-yard mark in passing for his career a season ago. In year 15 now, here's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford, the Rams won it all in Super Bowl 56, but last season was a stark contrast to that. The Rams need their quarterback to recapture his form from 2 seasons ago to help spark another postseason run.
Stafford going to throw from the outset. And right off the bat, look at him lay out there and make the grab. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Our first run now for Kyren Williams. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, LA. Kyren Williams with now 15. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Smith. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Geno now to throw. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And part
On 1st down at Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You talk about this Seahawks defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that is how...
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. This is taken at the 23. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Now, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week.
Now Geno on 1st down. that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Smith, and this throw finds Smith and Jigba. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. Oh, what a move. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
74 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Stafford. And he's got it. That's caught for a Ram touchdown. A great...
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Geno.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Throwing now is Geno. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Smith now to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Now Smith. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was...
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Dropping him behind the line there was Cameron Young.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, LA! Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in the... Point attempt here still to come. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time.
There he goes, right side.
He may go.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yard.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp doing it again with his third. Smith on first down. Pressure comes and down he goes. Aaron Donald. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. A shotgun snap for Smith. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They caught him on back-to-back plays breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play, and on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
And the Rams now coming out on the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, Williams.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup.
Here's Ethan Evans now.
.44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Flush to his right. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Now quickly here to Smith and Jigba.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Now it's Smith. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Now Smith. That is caught.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Straight ahead running. Here's Dallas.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he'll go down at the 28.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
On first down, Smith.
This one into the hands of Metcalf.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd down and a yard. Straight ahead, Walker.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
115 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Now he's flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Now Smith.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field.
He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. Here's Stafford.
Pass caught. It's been Skoranek.
First target, first catch, and a first down. back to throw. Stafford. And he rifles one incomplete.
They kind of forced that one there.
To the air again, Stafford. That'll be caught. It's caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. 27 yards there, a first down. Up the middle, it's Williams. Touchdown, LA! Kyron Williams, his second. One attempt to follow here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was capped off by the Kyron Williams touchdown run. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
Last drive, the touchdown, 4 catches. Really good. He was. They were not good on the other side trying to stop him. What do they need to do?
Well, this is where the entire staff has to get involved because we always focus on the defensive coordinator. But he needs help from other people with their eyes and their expertise, and he needs to listen to them. And sometimes you just can't afford to wait on a drive and say, okay, let's get to the sidelines and start over. You need to find a way in the middle of that drive to start taking away what's hurting you.
Yeah, in-series adjustments, and how do you do that?
Well, what you do is you listen to what everyone else is telling you, what they're seeing, the patterns that are developing, and maybe you just start running extra bodies to take away that particular player.
The Smith throw caught here by Metcalf. And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks first down as he'll get this up past the 40.
Geno out to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Play action. It's Smith.
And he's got Smith and Jigba.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Throwing again is Smith.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Myers connect. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's Kyron Williams running out for another possession.
He had the touchdown last drive, now up over 1,300 yards on the season, and still plenty of time in this game for him to keep those numbers climbing.
And I like the fact that it's a number that you're not worried about protecting. Because if you're trying to get around, if you're trying to get over 1,000 yards, you get a little nervous, right?
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Fourth touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams. The extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker and the Seattle offense.
And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it?
First down, Seahawks.
Now Geno on first down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd and 10, Smith.
Throw out wide to Walker.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Myers' kick is good, and that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a look.
And now off to the races down the right side.
DK Metcalf.
Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 77. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's got some space here. And they get him down behind the 40. Takes it across the 40-yard line.
138 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford.
Throws left side. Atwell's got it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Here's Stafford. They'll get this one to Cup complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Throwing again is Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Calls made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 is successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Now a hit and a loose football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On first down, it's Smith.
Now he short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
He's across midfield.
And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
There he goes right side. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his second. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 42. And even 150 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. On third down, here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford.
Across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp.
That's good for 28 yards.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind because there is a little mini celebration over on the sidelines. Everybody, hey, job well done, over 1,000 already. But guaranteed, as you noted, someone's jumped in that huddle and said, a lot more to be done, guys. Let's not, would you say, take your foot off the pedal? Let's not do that right now. But there is that possibility as people can get self-satisfied. The greats do not. We'll find out what he's made of.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. To throw is Smith.
And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
And we're going to look at Cooper Kupp as the Rams offense gets ready to take over possession.
What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral. Because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the
From the 50 at Stafford.
Pass complete there to McCool.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Over the middle, that's held in by Kupp. Touchdown, Rams. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
First down, Seahawks.
From the gun, here's Smith. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
At the 50-yard line.
From the 50, it's Smith. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 37. A shotgun snap for Smith. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On third down, here's Walker. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he gets a little more than he needed. 4 yards of pickup there on 4th and 2.
And the Seahawks first down.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Disley, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
On the Seahawks 47-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 6-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards on the ground. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Able to shake him off to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Puka Nacua
With his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Rams add on to their fourth quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now a first down throw. It's Smith.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Here's Smith.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense. But whistles are going to blow the play dead. Since it was 4th down, a fumble cannot be advanced by another player. But fortunately, they will have enough to keep the first down.
Geno now to throw.
Throw out wide to Walker.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here.
And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped